Well, when I start back 40 years ago, as a student, I had to make a choice between making a product or a theoretical study. And I choose to make a modem, a 2400 baud modem, just to say I want to make things from the start. And then I went to Bell ITT, who is a Belgian telephone manufacturing company, and they had a job, and the job was in satellite department, small satellite department, and I said, okay, let's do it. And I never came out of the satellite business, except for a short danger point. Was 10 years after we started, we decided with a colleague to start our own satellite company, Newtec. And the first 6 months when we started, we had no contract, no income whatsoever. So we get a little bit in panic. And I called an interim office to say, do you have a job for me? I'm a satellite engineer. Satellite engineer, ooh, that's not an easy. Okay, they said maybe telecom engineer will help. Even that, so they said minimum 3 months to find a job for you. Then I said, okay, this will not work. And then we got 2 contracts and we started, and Newtec started off. So that's how we get into the business, and after 40 years we're still there and doing our stuff. Again, 40 years ago, what we were told is satellite is not going to last long. Fiber will come and it will take over, and satellite is just temporarily there. Also, wireless communication, like we know now, nobody knew about it, that it could be so important. Although, if you look now, satellite has some important advantages, which are still there, like broadcasting is of course the big advantage. You have relative at low cost large areas which you can cover. There is no danger that they can take out the cables out of the ground, which is a problem like in Africa. And also the mobility market is of course a market which is very good for satellite communication. So these applications are there, and now they make their high performance satellites and their high throughput satellites. So I think the future looks quite good for satcom industry. But of course we have to adapt to a lot of elements which are there. Well, Newtec did a lot of efforts for DVB standardization a long time, which resulted in low-cost equipment and high-quality equipment like set-top boxes and VSAT terminals. Today, more than 3 billion people look to TV over one chain or another where a Newtec modulator is inside. So this makes TV, you can say, makes the people aware what is happening globally, and that I think is a good thing. And I think that what's making proud also over the people at Newtec, that we contributed to that, next to other things of course also. Well, first, never to give up, and also to be patient. Because I remembered when I started, it took me 4 years to be independent for design for about 80%. 4 years. So if you think you have a start which is easy going, it's not true. It's too complicated for that. But then also I have a slogan, and a slogan which I only can say in Dutch, but I do the literary translation. When despair is at the highest level, salvation is close. Which means if you really don't understand anything in your design, or whatever happens, say now I'm really desperate and nothing fits anymore, then only at that moment you are close to the solution. And you may not forget that, because you often need this slogan to be used in your career, I think.